rusty frame, faded paint, rolling slow without complaint. Windows down, breeze flows in, a faithful friend through thick and thin. Tires kick dust on dirt and stone, paths I've known since I was grown. Engine hums a steady song, takes me back where I belong. Old truck on the country road, carrying stories never told. Through the hills and open plains, in that truck I'm whole again. Sunset paints the sky with fire, memories in the rearview tire. Though the years have come and gone, that old truck keeps rolling. So here's to roads that never end, and that old truck, my lifelong friend. With every mile and every load, I find my heart along that road. Fences falling, fields run wild. The silence grows where once was child. Old homes rest in quiet grace. Time erases every trace. The river sings without a crowd, beneath the sky so vast, so proud. No footsteps stir the dusty ground, just nature's breath, a softer sound. The land took back its voice again. No hands to hold, no ties to mend, just winds that roam and grasses sway. A world reclaimed in its own way. The trees stand tall with stories old, of lives once lived, of hands once bold. The seasons turn, the years move slow, in quiet fields where memories grow. So when you pass that empty place, no earth still holds its gentle grace. A home reborn, a silent track, the land took back what it gave back.
Came like autumn through my chest, turning green to golden rest. Leaves fell quiet on my skin, and I let the stillness pull me in. You didn't shout, you didn't warn, you just arrived like you were born to teach me how to sit with pain, like windows leaning into rain. You were the season I stayed, didn't run, didn't pray you'd fade, just brewed my coffee, made my bed, let your silence fill my head. No use asking why you came, you're just part of life's soft flame. You weren't love, you weren't hate, just the season I stayed. Some nights you whispered through the walls, wore my dreams like overalls. You didn't break, but you unstitched the quiet places I had missed. I didn't bloom, I didn't die, just sat beneath your overcast sky. Read old books, let time slow down, breathed in every shade of brown. You were the season I stayed, didn't beg, didn't ask you to trade. You folded months into my soul, wrapped me up, made me whole. I didn't try to feel okay, I just learned to feel that way. You weren't joy, you weren't afraid, just the season I stayed. When you left like mist, no goodbye, no final kiss. But I was different when you'd gone, a little softer, a little strong. You were the season I stayed, and I'm grateful for the ache, for every gray that taught me blue, for all the nights I sat with you. Some seasons pass and some remain, but you left peace beneath the pain. You weren't forever, just the weight of the season I stayed.
Take me home, my gravel lane. Creek runs low, but sings the same. Mama's porch still leans a bit. Wind comes through like it never quit. Fenton's is rust, but holds up fine. That old barn leans like it's by design. Fields still glow in the setting sun, and I still wave at everyone. City lights were loud and far, but I missed that front yard star Take me back where the road runs, where the dogs still bark in the daisy, where my name feels like a song. Back where I belong. Church bell rings at 1:15. Kids ride bikes as the tractors pass. Ain't no rush, and that's just right. We light the fire by Friday night. Folks don't talk, they just wait. A smile out here goes all the way. Take me back where the road runs, where the dogs still bark and the daisies grow, where my name feels like a song. Back where I belong. Back where I belong. Where I belong.
Dusty path and stones that gleam, leading back to every dream. Wheels some soft on rough terrain, guiding me through sun and rain. Familiar trees line the way, whispered tales of yesterday. Every step a memory, calling me back where I'm free. Gravel road back home again, where my heart will always bend. Through the miles and all I've known, that gravel road will lead me home. Evening light begins to fall, lanterns glow on farmhouse wall. No matter where my feet may roam, this gravel road will bring me home. So I'll travel slow and steady, with a heart that's always ready to find the place I've always known, on that gravel road back home.
Red dirt road, sky turning gold, wind in my face, this wheel I hold. Feels roll by like a radio song, feeling that pull been gone too long. Country skies, they talk to me, whispering soft through the hickory trees. Take me, sings where I used to roam. Take me along. Fence line leaning, barn still there. Old dog barking at the evening air. Porch light flickers like it always did, calling me back to that front step kiss. Country skies, they talk to me, whispering soft through the hickory trees. Creek breeze sings with her my used to. I'm taking it home. Take me home. Just take me home. Back home.
The sky turned soft with hues of gold. A brand new story to be told. Through darkest nights I found my way. Now comes the light of breaking day. The embers glow beneath my skin. Steady spark that won't grow dim. No storm can steal the strength I've grown. A fire burns forever, no. There's a fire in the morning light, burning fierce and shining bright. It's the hope that never fades, guiding me through all my days. I've walked through valleys cold and deep, faced the winds that made me weak. But with each dawn I rise anew, chasing dreams I'm meant to pursue. So here I stand with heart afire, fueled by strength and pure desire. The morning light will lead me home, where courage builds and fears are gone.
leaning slow, but still it stays. Gravel road and field so wide, sun hanging low on the countryside. Sit out back as evening came, counting clouds that had no name, and every breeze that passed me by felt like a song without goodbye. Cool wind by the fence so still, carried dreams from off that hill. I close my eyes and just pretend that days like these would never end. Ma called out, supper's near, smell of bread and summer's cheer. And though I've grown and moved away, that breeze still finds me where I stay. Cool wind by the fence so still, carried dreams from off that hill. I close my eyes and just pretend that days like these would never end. So when life turns a little tense, I drift back to that old fence where the cool wind always knew how to make the world feel new. Cool wind by the fence so still, carry dreams from off that hill. I close my eyes and just pretend that days like these would never end. Never end.
Sunrise paints the morning sky, coffee brewing, time slips by. Laughing voices fill the air, simple moments everywhere. Old dog lying by the door, kids running round the hardwood floor. Nothing fancy, nothing planned, just holding life within my hands. These simple blessings light my way, keep me grounded day by day. Through the storms and through the rain, they remind me love remains. No need for gold or fancy things, just the joy the quiet brings. I'm grateful for these moments small, they're the greatest gifts of all. Late night talks under the stars, healing hearts and healed scars. Old friends calling just to say you love more than words can say. Every sunset, every smile, every step along the mile. Life's a song that softly sings of all the hope tomorrow brings. These simple blessings light my way, keep me grounded day by day. Through the storms and through the rain, they remind me love remains. No need for gold or fancy things, just the joy the quiet brings. I'm grateful for these moments small, they're the greatest gifts of all. When the world feels dark and cold, these little lights shine bright and bold. In every breath, in every part, grateful living fills my heart. These simple blessings light my way, keep me grounded day by day.
through the storms and through the rain. They remind me love remains. No need for gold or fancy things, just the joy the quiet brings. I'm grateful for these moments small. They're the greatest gifts of all.
Pieces lie beneath the dust, faded prints, a quiet trust, broken frames of worn out smiles, scattered far across the miles. Every crack holds whispered tales of love that sailed, then turned to sails. Somewhere lost but still remains the gentle sting of faded chains. Fragments of yesterday still shine, though torn apart by hands of time. They're not gone, just rearranged, the beauty found in being changed, the being changed. Silent songs that no one sings, like autumn leaves without their wings, falling soft through memory's haze in the quiet of yesterday. Not all wounds will leave a scar, some fade softly from afar, yet still they mark the paths we take and shape the hearts we choose to make. Fragments of yesterdays remain, a tender loss, a quiet gain. Through broken glass the light will stream, a patchwork of forgotten dreams, forgotten dreams. Yesterday still shine, though torn apart by hands of time. They're not gone, just rearranged, the beauty found in being changed, in being changed, forgotten dreams.
There's a chair that never shifts, facing east where morning lives. The clock still ticks, but not for time, just holds a rhythm once called mine. The wind rolls past the rusted bell, no chimes now, but I can tell the beat's not gone, just buried deep in silence I was asked to keep. I'm still counting what no one hears, measuring weight in empty air, holding pace where songs once stirred, in rooms that now forget each word. Not stuck, not lost, just keep in place for something time forgot to trace. I'm the keeper of the quiet sound that held your life when you were around. Neighbors changed, the roads were paved, the garden sleeps, the gates unbraved. But in the hush beneath each day, I tap the pulse that won't decay. There's no reward for standing still, no name engraved upon that hill. But I remain not for applause, I stay because I heard the pause. Still counting what no one hears, a steward of forgotten years. You might call it holding on, I call it where your breath belongs.
The stars hung still in a painted sky. Not a flicker moved, not a reason why. The clocks all yawned, the winds held tight in the belly of a breathless night. No trail of gold, no morning call, just velvet dark that touched it all. And in that hush where dreams suspend, lived a night that won't pretend. No sunrise came to pull me through, no curtain tore to show the blue. Some shadows bend, some simply blend in a night that forgot to end. Maybe dawn got lost in thought, or traded truth for things it's not. But I still wait where hours bend inside a night that won't transcend. So if you find me dim and low, don't ask how far I tried to go. Not every dust was meant to mend. Some nights just never end.
You left your coat on that old front chair, said you'd grab it next time, but you ain't been back there. I still got your coffee cup, top shelf, untouched, trying to act like it don't mean much. But I still freeze when I hear your song, hit that note like you ain't been gone.
blows fog and the thunder calls, but you don't pick up when the raindrops fall. 'Cause rain hits different when it's missing you, soaks my bones, can't wash you through. Your ghost in this house got a real good view of me pouring up lies, trying to make them true. Every street light flickers like your name, and I still whisper it out in vain. Don't know what I'm supposed to do when rain hits different without you. Keys still hang where you used to stay, your perfume's fighting with yesterday. I light that candle like it helps me breathe, but I know damn well it ain't you I see. No thunder loud enough to drown your laugh, no lightning bright enough to bring you back. I walk through rooms like a haunted map, where every step just leads to the past. Yeah, rain hits different when you're gone like this, like every drop's a little promise missed. The roof still leaks where we made our plans. Now it's just me and these empty hands. And if time heals, it's taking its time. I still chase echoes that sound like mine. Lord, I swear I'd trade the sky's whole blue just to stand in the rain next to you.
Lines are drawn old and frayed, mountains ink, the river stayed. But up was gone, so was truth, just trails that twisted back to you. Held it tight through dust and rain, looking for a path from pain. But every turn just led me forward on a map that had no north. Can't find home if stars won't show, and hearts forget which way to go. You wander far, yet never forth with a map that lost its north. It's not the steps that wear you thin, but wondering where you've never been. And every mile just feeds the myth of something real you always missed. So fold it up and let it fade. Some roads aren't meant to be obeyed. Truth don't need a perfect course, just a map without a north.
Found that photo in my wallet, tucked behind a coffee cart. You were wearing that red flannel, leaning on my beat-up car. Back when Friday nights were easy, back when time would slip right by. Funny how a folded memory still can bring a tear and smile. I don't miss you like I used to, but I still stop when you come through. A song, a smell, a damn old street, they bring you sitting next to me. Ain't no pain, just softer light. Guess I've been learning how to write that chapter down and close it right. Tried to toss it once or twice, but it found its way back in. Maybe some things ain't for burning, they're just meant to help you mend. I don't chase what's dead and gone, but you still humming quiet songs like background noise from way back then. You come and go and back again. Ain't no flame, just fading ink, a page I stop on when I think. That photo in my wallet still don't blink. I don't miss you like I used to, but I still stop when you come through. A song, a smell, a damn old street, they bring you sitting next to me. Ain't no pain, just softer light. Guess I've been learning how to write that chapter down and close it right.
I watched you leave with your world in your hands, one suitcase and some second-hand plans. You said I love you, but I need more, and I just stood quiet at the door. Yes, sometimes love don't pay the bills, can't stop a dream that won't sit still. I never tried to hold you back, but damn, I wish I had. If love was enough, you'd be here right now. We'd be dancing in the kitchen with the lights turned down. But hearts break clean when life calls tough. I guess we found out love ain't always enough. I still sleep on the left side of bed, still hear your laugh inside my head. I don't blame you, not one bit, but that don't make it easier to live with. Guess some dreams don't fit one town, and some folks just ain't meant to settle down. But I was ready to stay and fight. You chose the next fight. If love was enough, you'd be here right now. We'd be dancing in the kitchen with the lights turned down. But hearts break clean when life calls tough. I guess we found out love ain't always enough. I ain't mad, but I still miss that goodbye kiss. Still wondering if love was enough, you'd be back by now, running up my porch in that old white blouse. But dreams get loud and roads get rough, and baby, we found love ain't always enough.
Seats go by, clouds up close, then gravel sky. No whistle blows, no curtain drops, just motion tied in endless knots. Each view returns, yet feels askew. Same old moon, but tinted blue. A cycle built from half-meant words and silence spinning in reverse. No end, no start, just creak and glide. Hope and loss sit side by side. You smile again, then let it fly on the wheel that won't ever stop. Circling through the sound. So if you feel you've had enough of high to short and low to rough, look close, you're in the very spot on the wheel that never stops.
Sat across the table warm, with all our glasses frayed and torn. You held your hand like hearts might fade, right next to the card you never played. I watched the clock, you watched the door. We folded dreams we'd kept in drawers. One word could have made me stay, but you held tight to that card that day. Not every silence means it's gone. Some truths just take too long. And in that hush we slipped away, all for the card you didn't play. Maybe it said I need you still. Maybe it bent the game to will, but fear was louder than the ache, and you kept the card for safety's sake. Not every silence means it's gone. Some truths just take too long. And in that hush we slipped away, all for the card you didn't play. Now time deals out a brand new deck, but I still trace that old regret of all the things we didn't say, and the card you never played.
She'd be gone by morning, didn't ask why, just helped you pack. Took your boots, left your jacket, hung like a ghost by the front rack. Coffee sat there getting colder, but you were gone before the steam. Truck lights cut through the curtains, I kept quiet, didn't scream. I left my coat in October, should've known that cold hang on. You were calm like it was easy, I just blinked and you were gone. Still hear your keys in the doorway, so feel the draft down the hall. Guess love don't shout when it's leaving, it just don't say nothing at all. Washed your cup, set it sideways, folded note you used to write. That old porch swing, don't move now, ain't no breeze in the night. Dog still waits by the driveway, she don't bark much anymore. I keep walking past your sweater, I can't hang it on the door. Maybe love don't break, it fades like a light, forgot you left on. And I keep hoping it flickers, but it's been dead and gone. I left my coat in October, and this chill's been setting in. You walked out without thunder, but the silence still sinks in. Ain't no storm, ain't no closure, just the echo of your call. Guess love don't slam when it's leaving, just don't say nothing at all.
On dusty roads, beneath the fading sun, I walk alone, my journey's just begun. The city's bright lights can't ease my mind. I'm chasing shadows I left behind. The fields I knew, the porch I miss, the scent of pine, your gentle kiss. No matter where this road may roam, there's one place that calls me home, where my heart belongs, beneath the southern sky, where the cotton blooms and the eagles fly. I carry you in every song I sing, my home, my soul, my everything. The nights are cold, the streets so wide, but memories keep me warm inside. I'll find my way back through the storm to the place where love was born. No matter how far, no matter how long, I'm coming back to where my heart belongs.
Down by the fence where the moss grows thin, a stone lay still through loss and wind. Storms would come, then leave no stain, but it held the shape of every rain. Footsteps fade on softer ground, but weight stays where no sound's found. It never wept, it never strained, yet the stone remembered all the rain. Some things don't wash clean with time, some truths sink deep without a sign. She left like water in a drain, but the stone still carries the rain. It saw her hand, it felt her voice. It bore the stillness, not the choice. Where others passed and left no name, the stone kept every drop of rain. So I sit beside what never speaks, and trace the cracks and feel the It used to move, it used to shine, used to feel the hands of time. But somewhere grief began to sliver in the stone that lost the river. So if you find yourself grown cold, like something that no hands could hold, remember where you once would shiver, like the stone that knew the river. That knew the river.
You left your boots by the door. Dust been gathering since 24. I still don't call, don't write too much. A man, a few words, and a harder touch. I see your jacket on the rack, faded blue, a torn patch back. We never hug, we just nod and stand. But damn, I trade that for your hand. 'Cause I learned love ain't always loud. Sometimes it's in what ain't said out, like fixing my truck without a sound, or teaching me how to stand my ground. Now your old boots just sit and wait, and I talk to them like you're still late. Wish I told you more before. Now it's me and your boots by the door. We drank in silence, watched the game. 2 cold beers, but no one say your name. You showed up even when I ran. Guess you knew how to be a man. Maybe love was in your stare, or the way you'd always be there. Now I sit beer in hand, wishing you just yell again. Yeah, but love ain't always loud. Sometimes it hides where it ain't proud, like changing oil when I forgot, or leaving notes I never caught. Now your old boots just hold that space, and I'd give anything for your face. Wish I'd said it all before. Now it's just me and your boots by the door. Walking past the corner store, her name's still carved in the old wood door. Lights are dim, but the bell still rings. And I swear I heard her voice in the wind. Years have passed, but not her name. And streets like this still feel the same. 'Cause we never said goodbye that night, just faded out under porch light. And I still burn where her shadow goes. I'm back where the wind don't blow. Diner's gone, but the sign's still there. 2 broken hearts used to meet right there, where life would rise above the rain.
but the echoes now don't sound the same. They say time heals, but I don't know. I still drive slow past her window, 'cause we never said goodbye that night. Just faded out under porch light, and I still burn where her shadow goes. I'm back where the wind don't blow. Some ghosts don't leave, they learn to stay. In songs you hum but never play. We never said goodbye that night. She left with stars, I stayed with fire. And I still dream what I can't hold. I'm back where the wind don't blow. Yeah, I'm back where the wind don't blow.
Hands froze just before the light, where morning ends but not quite. They tick through doubts but stop too soon. A clock that never welcomed noon. Walls still warm from rising sun, but shadows knew what must be done. It stalled where certainty had loomed, afraid to chime what must be tuned. Some souls never face the peak, too loud the truth, too sharp to speak, so they linger in that quiet room, like clocks that won't allow the noon. It's not about time lost or gained, but where we stall to dodge the flame. The hardest part is not too soon. It's choosing when to face the noon. So if your life feels stuck mid-sky, not dark, not bright, just asking why, you might be standing in that gloom, with a clock that won't allow the noon.
Sunk deep where the cold winds blow. No one there but the rust and sky. Just an old man asking why. Rocks don't judge and winds don't lie. They've heard every curse, every goodbye. They won't speak, but they still reply in the silence after you try. The wind on the ridge don't carry fame. It whispers truth without a name. No preacher's voice, no churchyard bell, just the sound of what you tell yourself. I've buried more than names and rings, lost in time like songbird wings. But up here where the air runs thin, regret blows louder than sin. If I vanish, let it be where stone and sky remember me. Not for gold or battle won, but for a man who faced the sun. The wind on the ridge don't write no books. It don't care how the story looks, but it holds the weight of what you've done and leaves it blowing with the sun.
Hold off at the Chevron sign. Half a tank, but I needed time. Sky was bleeding pink and blue, like the words I should have said to you. Ashtray full, but I don't smoke. Your voice echoes in every note. Old love songs on the radio hurts more when you already know. That night felt longer than the road. You left and I drove slow. I ain't mad, just hollowed out, but I still hear your name too loud. Gas station lights on my windshield, looking like stars, but they don't feel real. You said forever like it burned slow. Now I'm just chasing your echo. Empty seat where you used to laugh. Can't rewind, can't take it back. If you ever wonder what I see, it's your ghost right next to me. Phone says no signal again, just like how we used to pretend we were fine when we were not. Now I'm stuck with all we lost. Every exit looks the same. New town, same pain. Review's just a movie reel of a love that forgot how to feel. Gas station lights on my windshield, dripping down like tears I can't kill. You said always like a soft song. Now I'm humming it all night long. Engine running, I ain't moved, still sitting in the shape of you. If you ever wonder where I be, it's your ghost right next to me. best at talking, never had much for fancy lines. But I still remember the way you looked that July night. You were standing barefoot, laughing on my porch swing, and I just kept smiling, too scared to say a thing. You never asked for roses, never needed grand parade. All you wanted was to know that my heart was gonna stay. I should've said it sooner, should've held you closer, should've let those words fall out like they were meant to. But I thought you knew every look, every move. I was never good at showing, but darling, it was always true. I should've said I love you before I watched you walk away. You packed up that old suitcase, left your key on my old stool. I sat there in the quiet, feeling like a damn fool. You were never asking for nothing I couldn't give, just a few soft words and a reason to stay and live. Now I talk to the night air, hoping maybe it'll reach all the things I should have told you, but never found a speech. I should have said it sooner, should have held you closer, should have let those words fall out like they were meant to. But I thought you knew every look, every move. I was never good at showing, but darling, it was always true. I should have said I love you before I watched you walk away. Some men build fences, some men build walls. I build silence and watch love fall. I should have said it sooner, should have held you closer, should have let those words fall out like they were meant to. But I thought you knew every look, every move. I was never good at showing, but darling, it was always true. I should have said I love you before I watched you walk away. Silence on the drive back home. Same roads, but the distance had grown. You looked ahead, I looked for signs, but the truth was hiding in your quiet eyes. No more late night loving fits, no hands held in the parking lot mist. I could feel it slipping slow, but I didn't want to know. I stayed in love while you moved on, held a hope while yours was gone. You smiled at me like nothing's wrong, but every kiss was one more gone. I kept the light on just because I stayed in love while you moved on. Your text got short, your touch got thin, but I blame work, blame the stress you're in. You'd say I'm tired with a distant face, but I still held on just in case. The little things you used to do started fading out of view, but I still memorized your name like nothing ever changed. I stayed in love while you moved on, held a hope while yours was gone. You smiled at me like nothing's wrong, but every kiss was one more gone. I kept the light on just because I stayed in love while you moved on. While you moved on. the weight of a love that never shared its fate. I stayed in love while you let go, tried to fight what I didn't know. You walked away like hearts don't break, while I stood there, too late to wake. I gave my all and you were gone. I stayed in love while you moved on. I still
Should have danced on summer breeze, like secrets floating through the trees. But grace gave in to something deep. A feather fell and chose to sleep. No storm above, no wind to blame, just silence whispering its name. It sank like thoughts no one will thank, that soft forgotten feathers sang. Not all that's light is meant to ride. Some truth wears heavy in disguise. What looks so small can still outreign, like sorrow in a feather.